live on the tube. And we should be live. What is up? We got audio, we got video, we got anyone in the house tonight. 10 people on in 30 seconds. You guys are fantastic. Yo, 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 we got audio, we got video. Are we good? Good to go. Thank you, Scott. What's going on, everyone? Really appreciate you guys and gals tuning in for another Tuesday Night Live. I almost forgot to take off my safety vest. I came down here and had to take it off. I literally came again, right? I didn't even park my work truck. My work truck's outside the house. I told my wife to schedule this earlier at 8, but I got off a bit early, so parked the truck outside the house and ran down here. So I know there's a few guys that which was on a bit earlier, so I try to get down here as soon as possible. Carol, she was on earlier. What's going on, Scott? Good to see him, buddy. Good to see you. Bassin with Big Malone. Douglas, what's up, buddy? David, Snap Time. What's going on, Vince? Jason, Joseph Keller, 5x5 here, TJ. 5x5. Did you catch 5x5? Is that what that means? What's going on, Lauren? Good to see you, buddy. Alex, Michael, Dizzle, what's up, buddy? What's going on, man? I should have asked if you and Debo and old Hank was free tonight. I just hate asking you guys because I never know what time I'm going to get home, but cool to see you on, man. Kind of shame. I don't believe myself, Bass Geek, you and Debo, I don't believe we got on a stream at all during the wintertime, which kind of sucked. I always look forward to those. What's going on, David? Randy, what's up? What's going on, Daniel? I got to ask you, Dizzle, what's your knife for the day? I didn't even take mine out of my pocket yet. This is a little Gerber. It's a little Gerber today. I'm sure you got a Benchmade or something fancy. What's going on, Duffy? A 5x5 is good to go. Is that what that is? Good to go. Anyone just tuning in here, if you guys are new to the streams, there's never any topics to these streams. Just some time to catch up, get to know you guys, and just to pass the time on a Tuesday evening, Tuesday night. So never any topics. Just you guys like to talk amongst yourselves as well in the comments, which is pretty cool. So I just kind of host it, and everyone just gets to hang out for an hour. So pretty cool. What's going on, Cody? And stay on to the end of the stream. I got what do I got for you guys? Couple packs of the Exo Swims, Plasma Tail, Vile Craw, couple Exo Pods, and a Headhunter. It's a nice little giveaway for someone at the end of the stream. I always like to know how you guys are doing with fishing. If you guys, are you fishing yet? Have you caught one? How's the weather? Kind of let me know what's going on with you and your situation. Hopefully you're still not froze. This is some crazy weather we're having though. The wind has been like unreal. The last like 3 days has been blowing like, they say 30 to 40, but man, there's been some wind gusts that have been pretty crazy. You guys know I wash trucks for a living, and we're using, I don't know, probably 2,500 pounds of pressure. So some good pressure is coming out of these wands, and you can just watch that pressure just curve from this wind. I mean, it's pretty dang stupid. What's going on, Nigel? How you doing, buddy? Nope, No Spyderco today. Got the gripper. I never really carry a Spyderco or a Benchmade to work. I kind of use and abuse my knives at work, so I like to keep the Spydercos and the Benchmades in pretty good condition. Thank you, Duffy. Yeah, I'm a fan of them. So far, so good. I like them. What's going on, Will? I hope all is well, my friend. And it's crazy windy in Virginia, and the Omega winds coming through, or whatever it's called. No kidding. It's been pretty crazy. And I'm kind of wondering too what's going on with the lakes. I mean, I go as often as I can, but it seems like the water temps really haven't changed much in a couple weeks. Because I was there probably, was I there last week? What is today? Today's Tuesday. I was there on Friday. So the following week, I think I was there too. And I don't think water temps are much over 60. And Friday they were like 61, between 61 and 64. So they really haven't gone up a whole lot. I'd say now we'd be, pretty good ways into the spawn. And just a couple that I caught, and some pictures that I seen of some other bass that some friends that I know caught. I mean, the tail is just barely scuffed up. So I'm assuming that they're maybe on the beds and pulling back off just with this weather and all that. So I don't believe, at least for where I'm at, that they're really committed yet. They might be, but not from what I'm seeing. It's just been a slow year though. I mean, I'm trying to keep track. I've only caught, I think, 9 bass, 7 from the ponds, and 2 from my crest liners. I mean, it's been like a slow year. If you guys look back in the videos, normally we just jack them at the ponds for a long time. And even over there, it's been super slow at the lakes. So, yeah, I'm going to take up golfing. No, I'm not. Yeah, Big Sure might take the truck for a spin, huh? What's going on, Steven? Good to see you, buddy. No knife for you, Dizzle? What's going on, Lucas? Almost always free. All right, well then, maybe I'll hit you up last minute one day. Yeah, I blame Debo too. I think he probably did ask me a couple times, but with work on the weekends, it's kind of hard to make it happen from time to time. And really, in a few weeks, I'm only really going to be working with my son on the weekends, so that's going to make for a long Saturday. So, might be tough moving forward too. The mini griptilian, huh? I don't have that one yet. Lauren, what's going on, buddy? No fishing here tonight. Watching playoffs. I'm not much of a sports guy. Dizzle, I got like 8 pictures in my phone here of like the next 8 knives I'm gonna buy. Let's see if I think I still got them in here. This one I really like, the ProTech Runt 5. You seen that one yet? I think that color is the GP Knives exclusive. Another Strider. I had a knockoff Strider. It was a buck Strider, but I busted that one a long time ago. I still got to get a 940. Osborne 940. I'm just debating if I want the auto or the regular one with that. And I've been waiting for GP Knives to get the little natives back in stock. And they finally got those back in stock, so I may go pick up one of those too. I keep teasing Big Mike before he goes to school. I keep telling him, I'm going to go get me a knife while you're at school. What's going on, Michael? Yep, the old G for sure, man. Yeah, I got the 3 that you may have seen in the videos, and then I also have a 7.3 heavy that I haven't shown in a video yet. Got that one the other day. And I believe that's the one you said you got, 7.3 heavy. I got the 7-foot, I think it's a medium heavy crank rod, 7.2 medium heavy, and then a 7.3 medium heavy, and then a 7.3 heavy. Yeah, Jeff, man, it has been windy for sure. Winds, it's just been stupid. I don't know if you guys do any gardening or anything like that, or even got your plants in if you do. But we put, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 plants or so in the backyard, and already lost handful of tomato plants and pepper plants and flowers, and flower pots are flying across flying across the yard. Trash cans are rolling all over the place. I mean, it's oh yeah, it's definitely a solid 30 for sure. 100%. Michael's been on twice, not on the board yet. It took me a while to get on the board too. Big Mike got on the board before I did. Will, Jim, is it okay to just spool all braided line on your reel, or do you need that? Yeah, you need mono first, or some guys tape it. And I got videos on this. I prefer not to tape it. What I do is just get a piece of mono, just go like that, cut it, tie it to my braid, tie the mono to the spool, and you're good to go. That braid directly to the spool will spin on you. So, I mean, if you have holes in the spool, you can tie it directly to the spool that way. I still prefer to use mono. Just get a piece of mono, tie it to the braid, and you're good to go. But like I said, some guys do tape it to the spool. I'm not a fan of doing that. Just easy just to get a little piece of mono or a piece of fluorocarbon, anything but braid. And like I said, join them together and tie them to the spool. You'll be good to go. But yeah, I do have videos on that. What's going on, Bendito? Weather has been wavering between March and June. I'm saying it's kind of funny. Like all the memories come up on Facebook, and this was May 2nd, 2014. You can see I'm in a hood here. And I believe this is at Coffee and Lake, I'm pretty sure. That says first bass of the year, and I'm in a hood, 2014. But I know my memory that popped up yesterday, I was in cutoffs catching tanks with Big Mike. So it's crazy how the year changes from one year to the next. And this year has been, I'm not saying it's been super cold, but it's been crazy with all the wind and rain, and just fishing's just been terrible. I'm just not sure if like all the COVID pressure is just really starting to catch up with all the lakes or what, but man, it's been rough. Cody got the active target. Very cool, man. Very cool. Bendito caught two on a mag draft. That's cool. That's cool. Favorite braid, Seagar Smackdown, Sunline FX2. Those are probably my top twos. Joseph says, I can always plan my weather based on your weather earlier in the week. Yeah, it sucks because, like I said, we had that wind Sunday, Monday, so I didn't go fishing. That would have been the time I could have fished. I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I could fish again Friday. Friday is 90% chance of rain. I ain't going out in that. I mean, and I would, just like I'm not going to go out in the wind, because like if I was fishing like better lakes, or if maybe it's just me. Maybe if I was just a better fisherman and I could catch them, I wouldn't mind going out there. But to go to the lakes that I go to in like 40, 50 mile an hour winds or like pouring down rain, and I kind of already know the outcome, to me, that's just not that much fun. I think we got some rain coming Saturday too. But the following week, I thought I seen some temps in the 80s. I mean, it's got to turn around here soon. Man L says, "Hey TJ, just to say hello. Heading to the tackle garage to start setting up." There you go, man. Favorite jerk bait? I'm not much of a jerk bait guy. Um, favorite? I mean, I use a handful of different ones, but I'm just not, probably probably the Demiki Slim Jack. And again, I'm not even sure if they even make that one anymore. I still got a couple of those left. And the reason that I like it so much, because it only dives like a foot. And fishing that muddier water, I just don't use the deeper ones much. I did pick up some of the ones from Smithwick. I think they're floating, and they only go 2 foot. I think the Rattling Rogues. I did pick up some of those, so I will play around with those. And of course, I got the the Vision 110s and all that, but so probably one of my favorites is that Demiki Slim Jack. Alex says, went out last Saturday for the first time this year, caught 13 on a chatterbait. See, in one day, you caught 13, and so far all season, I've only caught 9. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. South Jersey Fisherman 028. What's up, TJ and everybody in the chat? Bandito, third on the raid swimmer. Cool, cool. I am. And now that you mentioned that, the new Biospawn stuff, I'm trying to think even what it was. I don't even remember it. I remember liking the post, and I thought I shared it. And I don't even remember what they are. They were talking for years to come out with a topwater like rat. I don't remember if that was one of them or not. Now I gotta look. Let me look here real fast. What were they? The Exo Kick, Robo Pop, and Exo Swim 2.75. Early to mid-May. So 5.5. The Exo Kick is a soft plastic swimming worm. Robo Pop, that's a hard bait. Exo Swim 2.75. Yeah, so they're still not coming out with that top water rat bait. I want to say they called it like the lab rat, and then for whatever reason, it never came out. And obviously, it still ain't coming out. So, but the swimming worm, I'm definitely looking forward to that one for sure. I probably won't get much use out of the what are these ones here? These are 3.25. Yeah, so 2.75. Yeah, I probably won't get a whole lot of use out of that smaller swim bait, but you guys all seem like you're only a few hours apart, and a fishing trip would be epic. Who, me, Debo, Dizzle, and Hank? Now, Debo, he's probably 4 to 5 hours from me, but Hank's a good ways away. That run's pretty cool. Yeah, I do like that one. That's one of the first ones that I got here, so I'll probably get that one next. And I heard I don't think I have any autos right now, and I thought I read ProTech made one of the better autos. So yeah, I was looking forward to playing around with that one. Little natives are cool. I agree. I don't own one, but I've had plenty of them in hand, and they feel super solid in hand. I think it was the black on black is the one I took a picture of that I probably end up getting here. Let me see if I can find that one. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, it's pretty hot, boy. I know. I need to figure out how to do like. I gotta try to do it now and like script the stream, but I know I can like type something in and bring it up here and share it with you guys. I need to figure out how to do that. Dizzle's got. I have 2 or 3 940s. One is the min, then the regular green handle. The min. Oh, the miniature mini one. Gotcha. Then the regular green handle. Got you. Yeah, that green's pretty hot. I like that green. And what's it got on the back spacer there? It's like a purple or a pink, ain't it? It looks pretty hot. I'm just debating if I want to go black blade or that satin finish blade. I'm not sure on that one. Buck caught some crappie. See here, the Yamamoto Slinko haven't used it yet. As soon as weather warms up here and I start slinging around some plastics, we'll probably do some videos on that new Yamamoto baits that I picked up. Yeah, I was talking. I think I used to have a Buck Strider, but it was just a knockoff. I broke it though. I was trying to get a PVC nut off the valve in one of my work trucks, and I couldn't get it off. So I took a hammer and I took the Strider. I put the blade on the nut and just beat the heck out of the blade. And on the last smack, it broke the nut so I could get the valve off, and it also broke my knife. But hey, it worked. And that's why I don't like to carry my good knives to work, because they get used and abused at work. What's going on, Bill? Good to see you, man. So Dizzle, you got the 7.3 heavy, love it, but not a fan of the reel on it. What reel you got on it? Chinese tomatoes. We got like 6 or 7 different tomatoes out there. Big boys, celebrities. What are the real small ones? Cherry tomatoes. I think 2 cherry tomatoes. I think those bit the dust from the wind. Oh, I know. The Weather Channel is like never on. I love it. How I'll check the weather, and then I'll go to work at a certain time or go fishing at a certain time. And then you check the weather when you get there, and it's ready to pour or it's blowing like 40. And all they do is just continue to update it. It's like really anybody can be a weatherman because if you're wrong, just update it in like 15 minutes and you're good. Joseph Keller, speaking of plants, how's the second channel coming along? I haven't seen much posted there. I give my wife crap about that all the time. She made like 7, 8 videos. And I mean, really, it's my fault. I mean, she runs the wash business. She does all the edits for this channel. She does a lot of other things for this channel as well behind the scenes. She's also a medical paralegal. I mean, she's got a lot of crap going on, and she was trying to do that on top of all that, and just there wasn't enough time to do it all. But she keeps saying she's going to pump out some more videos. But like I said, I give her crap all the time about uh why how she's not doing that, or we'll be sitting there and be real quiet, and I'll have one of her videos playing, and she'll just give me the dirtiest look because I know she wants to do it again, but she just don't have time to do it. I thought though her mom was actually taking some video too, so maybe they will put some more videos out. Yes, too. Yeah, we had our last frost here. No, I don't have the pitch and flip. I love the Elite, one of my favorites, but I don't have the pitch and flip. I tell you, I'm a big fan of that. Make sure this ain't work. I'm a big fan of the G-Man reel. I mean, really, if I was blindfolded or whatever, and I was fishing with the A2, the C2, or that G-Man reel, I probably couldn't tell the difference. I mean, it's a very solid feeling reel as you're fishing with it. I forgot to mention too. I think it's got a click and drag. I mean, that really wasn't a review. I'll probably do a review on them after I use them for a while, see how they hold up and all that. See if I have any complaints with them. But yeah, it does have a clicking drag on it too. TKO fish on. We had about 2 foot of snow a few years ago today. Crazy day that was. No kidding. Get back in the surface straight braid unless you tie a certain way. Where you wrap your line like 10 times around the spool. Yeah, I've seen Chad Hoover do something like that. That seemed like a little more aggravation than what it was worth. I'd rather just use a little piece of mono or something like that. But yeah, I did see a video on that. Lawrence says fishing is tough here. The dams are open up, letting down the melt. And on top of that, we had 2.5, 2.5, 3 inches of rain yesterday. Haven't caught anything this week at all. That's a lot of rain at one time. That'll definitely flood the lake. Yesterday before work, me and my wife went down the street to one of the local lakes that I fish. We just went to Sonic, grabbed some lunch, and we went and sat by the lake and ate. And that's when it was, I mean, it was blowing, like I said, 30 to 40 yesterday too. And you've seen the waves coming in, just crashing over the docks. There was one dummy out on the water. I mean, I can only imagine the time he was having out there because, man, it was terrible. TKJ80 wanted to hear from the expert. Well, I'm far from an expert, but why use a bait caster versus spinning reel and rod combo? Um, that's a good question. I'm going to say, for one, I power fish more, and I believe a bait caster is built more for power fishing versus spinning reel. Um, I'm way more accurate with a casting reel versus spinning reel. I mean, and there's spinning reels too that hold a lot of line. You can get super big spinning reels for like deep sea fishing and things like that, or if you even want to use just a bigger reel. But you know, Well, I guess they're still bigger. I'm gonna say depends on the line you're wanting to throw too, but I guess there are much bigger bait casters as well. But the main reason is I'm more comfortable with them, way more accurate with them, and yeah, I just and it's kind of weird too. Whenever I go to spinning, it's like I feel weird. I feel weird reeling with my right hand with spinning. Like I'm very comfortable left, but again, I'm just not accurate with it all at spinning. Where casting gear, it's like I want to reel right, and I'm just more accurate with it. And just the way I set the hook and all that, I like to do that with my left arm. I just can't do that with spinning. And that may not even be like the correct answer, but that's for me. I'm just way more comfortable with it, way more accurate with it, and it just works good for me. And I'm not saying you can't power fish with spinning gear. Of course you can, but typically you see guys use lighter line with spinning reels. Well, thank you, Jason. Will's watching videos. Bobby catching lunkers with his top water frog in the winter with ice on the water. No kidding. I always wanted to do that. We had it's shut down now, Coffee Lake. I always wanted to go there during the winter time. Water temps were probably in the 60s and catch them on top water during the snow. I always wanted to. Never did it, but what's going on, mainstream? How you doing, buddy? Central Cali. 90s last week to 60s this week. Oh, for what techniques and baits? Are we talking about the spinning and casting? I mean, I really only use spinning for, I might use them for like a light jerk bait, like a shad wrap, something like that. But mainly, I would say I even put shaky heads even on casting gear, but probably a lighter shaky head. Wacky rigs. I don't drop shot much. Nico rig. Really, any finesse technique where I'm going to be using probably 10-pound test and less, I'll put on spinning. Everything else is casting gear. From time to time, I will run 12-pound test on spinning, but typically when I'm going to 12, I go to casting gear. Cranking with that 1.5. There you go. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and you guys already know this. That's all I want to do when I go fishing. All I want to do is shallow crank. I don't want to do anything else. All this, all these lures and crap you see everywhere. All I want to do is shallow crank. Albert, what's up, man? First time tuning in, watching you on the big screen. Dope chat, by the way, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. If it is your first time, anyone else for the first time here, there's never any topics to these. We just get on for an hour, chat, catch up, get to know you guys and all that. So we also have a giveaway at the end of each stream. We got 6 packs of Biospawn here. Little 10,000 fish headhunter. Stay on to the end. You guys will have a chance to win that. Loving the XT. I love the XT too. I don't have the new SLX, but the XT, it's a super solid reel. And I don't know why. The SLX casts lighter lures much better, but I love the control of the XT. JB Outdoors caught 2 bass, 4 perch, 1 crappie on BFS stuff. Very cool this morning. Gotcha. What's going on, Grandpa Woody? Bassless chap. I believe. Yeah, I believe my wife probably replied to you this morning. You're the winner of the Rapid Fishing Line Guides. One of my last videos. She did that this morning, so I do believe she replied to your comment and pinned a comment on that video. So hit me up with your address and we'll get them shipped out to you. Yeah, man, I do. I love the blacked out look. I got a Delica black on black, Jimbo 2 black on black. I think I got the mini Osborne too, black on black. Try the Tanuki. No luck. I don't have that one yet. It is the purple backspacer on the 940. Also, the sheep's foot is my favorite blade shape. Gotcha. You got the black blade or the satin? James, hello Jim. Thanks for the 13 fishing video. My combos are on the way. Very cool, man. Very cool. You'll dig them. You will dig them. Which ones did you get? Lindsay, finally got some bass last Thursday, all on the Ned. There you go. But Jason just picked up the Yamatanuki. Has anyone tried them yet? I have not. I have not. I do need to pick some up though. Dylan's got 4 Kershaw launches. I got 4 Kershaw launches. Had a buddy with a family member that worked for Kershaw and could get a 16% discount. No kidding. Hook me up, boy. Elite picture flip on the meta. Anyone have deals on GoPros? Usually you can get a pretty decent deal on GoPro if you like sign up for their like subscriptions. I'm not looking forward to that. I got what I run. I run the 9s now. And man, when it gets hot, they shut off so fast. I'm not looking forward to that. I got 3 of them. That way, when one shuts down, I can cycle one in. That way, it can cool off when the next one shuts down. I got to cycle that one in. Really, it's the batteries too, but you can run them just with the cable, take batteries out. But they're still going to shut down on you. But that with a battery in them, they shut down even faster. And I guess it was it last year or the year before last? I started using a boomstick, and man, I guess being up higher, obviously, they really shut down quick. And that's just what sucks, because you never know when you're going to get bit if your camera's going to be running. But yeah, I think I got all mine directly from GoPro, and like I said, to sign up for their subscription. And I think you got to pay for the subscription, but the money you got off, I think it was a pretty good deal. I think you got like $150 off if you signed up for the subscription, which was like $50. So it evened out. And then you can get all your accessories on there for a pretty good discount too. So Snap Time tried the Yamatanuki yesterday, and after about a dozen casts and 2 bites, it was toast sliding up the line. It needed to be replaced. It was getting bit though, just lots of salt and kind of fragile. Gotcha. So a typical Yamamoto bait, huh? Top Water West, what is up? I'm right-handed, but prefer left-handed reels and shoot left playing hockey. Gotcha. They say you want your rod usually in your dominant arm. I mean, I'm right-handed, but when I wash trucks for a living, and I'm holding the wand in my left all day. I feel my left, even when I work out, my left is way stronger than my right. So I guess maybe that could be too. I'm right-handed, so I'm comfortable reeling right, but my left arm is my power arm, so I feel good having the rod in my left hand. Remember the old days, and you had one pole with one reel to fish anything, dude. I'm telling you, man, that really was the good old days. I always think back to you about before I started filming, and this was never supposed to be. Not that there's a ton of fishing videos on here, but there was never supposed to be like fishing videos on this channel. You know, I wanted the fishing time to be my time. I just wanted to do tackle videos and reviews. But there's a lot of guys that probably review stuff and don't even use it. Kind of gave those videos a bad name. So it's like if guys don't see you use it, they don't believe what you say, you know. But I never really wanted to do fishing videos. But I don't know how many comments I got. You got all that tackle and no fishing videos. And so after a while, I broke down and started doing fishing videos and all that. But man, I used to love just the excitement, getting to the lake as fast. I remember of course, I had to watch my kids. My wife was at work, but when she would be on her way home, I already had the boat hooked up, the truck in the street. As soon as she pulled in the driveway, dude, I was gone. I get to the lake as fast as I could. The trolling motor would be down in the water, you know, before I'd even made, as the boat was like moving, I shut the outboard off, the trolling motor's already going in the water. I'm making a cast before the boat's even stopped. And now it's like you get there, you got to pull down, set the cameras up, set the mics up, check all this crap. By then, the top water bite's over with. It's like, it's fun, and I'm glad I'm recording when I do catch a good fish and all that. But I do miss the good old days, just a couple rods, couple reels, fishing, no recording. I mean, I do miss it. Daniel, no, we don't. I don't punch much here. We don't really have mats and all that kind of stuff. If I was going to, um, probably braid or like 17, 20 pound test fluorocarbon. If I'm around any wood at all, I'd probably go fluoro. If it's like just straight mats and grass, I'd go braid. Everyone needs to hit that like button. Yeah, we got 81 people on here. I can't see how many likes we got. A little slow tonight. Usually we got what, 120, 130 on here. Everyone's probably fishing, so that's what's going on. You like the XT more than the SLX? I hear you. What's going on, Leanne? No problem, Bastos Chat. I might even have your address around here, but yeah, just in case, go ahead and send it to me, and I'll get that out to you. You know what I'll do too? We talked about them lizards. I'll send you a pack of those lizards too. Where are those from? From Fish Lab. Oh, you got the satin. It does. It looks classy. The black's a little more like, sinister looking, but when you got that green and that purple backspacer and that satin, it's pretty classy looking. It's a gentleman's knife, right? I think that's what they called it when I went GP Knives. Case X pocket knives. I don't think I have any case knives. I bought my dad quite a few knives, though. I think one of them was case. Recommend reel for crankbait fishing. Would the selection differ for lipless versus deep crank versus shallow crank? Probably my favorite crank and reel. Probably, man, that Zillion's hot though. Probably before the Zillion came out, my favorite crank and reel was the Elite. That Elite is made for long casts. If you're going to toss lighter cranks, that can be a bit more difficult to cast. You may want something with like an SV spool, the Zillion, or just a Tatula SV. Gear ratio probably different. Shallow cranking years ago, I used to love a 5-speed reel. Now I go 6 speeds. If I was going deep cranking, like you say here, deep cranking, I'd probably go with that 5. Faster reel's going to wear you out. Let the reel do the work. So if you're going deep, I'd go 5-speed for sure. Shallow cranking, I'd go 6-speed. But my favorite cranking reel, probably the Elite, then the Zillion, and then probably Tatula SV. But that SV spool really does help with those lighter cranks. But if you're looking for distance, which you are in cranking, you want some good distance. As long as you got some weight, that Elite's not made for lighter lures. But if you have, a 1.5 and up, something with some weight to it, 7/16 or higher, dude, man, that Elite will launch them. I mean, so does the Zillion too, but that Elite, it's made to cast a good ways. But you could use Zillion really for all of them. You could use the Tatula SV for all of them. And of course, you can use other reels as well. Those are probably the ones that I would use. But the only thing that would really change much would be the gear ratio. And if you only wanted to get one reel for them all, if it was me, I'd probably go with like a 5-speed, 5.4, something like that. Andy, you started early. Am I late? I'm confused. Yeah, I said earlier 8 o'clock. Then I got home at like 7:20, and I told my wife let's do 7:30. So Dizzle uses GoPro 8, no issues yet. Got the housing with the mic better than the previous GoPro 4. My issue is I have about 3 TBF content I haven't done anything with. No kidding, dude. Hey, did you ever actually put videos out yet? I know I thought you had a channel or you made a channel, but did you actually put anything on it yet? The fives, I think, is what I went from the fives to the nine. My fives, I probably should have kept my fives because they didn't overheat. And a lot of guys had issues with the fives overheating. I never did with my fives. I probably should have kept those. No, I've never tried the Megabass Sleeper Craw yet. It's the deal. I have to check that one out. Are the GoPros in a case or something? I'm still using GoPro 4s. I'd be mad if I had 9s with that issue. I mean, it's in like I don't have one in here. Do I? No. To put a mic on them, you got to have like I don't know what you even call it. It's like a little accessory case, which has a built-in mic, or you can put an external mic to it, or you can charge off it and all that. But with that case on there, or it doesn't matter. I've even ran without cases. Either way, they still overheat. Favorite rod of all time? That's a tough one, man. Um, Favorite rod of all time. Hmm. I tell you what, one of my favorite rods is probably, believe it or not, probably the Helios SX from Akuma that's been discontinued. I loved that rod. I really, well, I think that EVX too. But the SX, something about that SX rod, it was so comfortable in hand, lightweight. The way the reel seat was done on it, super comfortable rod in hand. I'm going to say that one, the SX, or the Kistler Helium. Those two rods are probably my favorite. Mr. Gambit, what's up, man? Amen for the time on the water, Mr. Clean. That's right. Fresh shave this morning. Top water, but I probably should be on. I was thinking about that today. I need to spool up a reel for buzz baits and get my buzz bait box ready. Man, there is no Table Rock plan anymore. I mean, it's still the end goal, but like I said, the until I find some workers, I tell you what, actually the new plan is. Because I always kick this around with my kids. My son, he's coming back to work full time with me um, into this month, and then he's doing homeschool for the last 2 years of high school, and he's going to be my full time employee. My other full time guy now is quitting, which keeps me still in a truck. So I mean, I've been doing this business for 30 years, and now I'm the owner of it, so I just can't give it up. I mean, I could easily quit and move because my wife's job she can do from home, and YouTube I can do anywhere. So we could move now, but I have to give up this business, which I'm not doing. So before, when I was really talking about doing it, my dad was the owner, and I really wasn't tied to this business. I mean, it was his baby. Now that it's mine, I'm not just going to give it up just because I got almost my whole life in this business, you know. So until I find some good help to where I can move and I know it's taken care of, I probably won't be down in Branson. I will actually I'll be down in Branson probably Memorial Day, but no, the plan like I told my boys is my son is 16 and he's one of the best workers that we've ever had. I mean, that dude, he's a beast. And my youngest also works for us on the weekend. Actually, his last day will be in a few weeks just because once my other full-time guy quits, my youngest won't have anybody to work with, so he'll be out too, which he's pretty upset about. But I told him that just in a few years, once he's older, when he's 16, then my oldest will be 19. I said, you guys can run the business and I'm gone, you know. So that's probably the new game plan is, you know, but my youngest, well, he wants to be down in Branton so bad. So, but yeah, that's the new plan that I've been kicking around. You guys run the business and me and my wife, me and mom go to Branson. But yeah, that's all I got. I wanted to get a place down there, though. That was another thing I wanted to do, get a place down there, get a boat down there, still live here, and kind of rent it out. And I also wanted to do like giveaways with it. I wanted to, like, when I do like my Christmas giveaway, somebody win a week stay down there on Table Rock in my place, access to the boat and all that kind of stuff. But with rates right now, I'm not buying anything right now just because all your profits you're going to lose paying higher rates. But when that does drop, that is one of my plans to get a place down there even while I'm still here and just rent it out. So, TJ, are you going to try those Berkeley call shads? They look pretty good. I'm actually really similar to a JDM bait that's pretty popular in Japan. I'll probably pick some up. I think I've seen Alex Rudd playing around with those. Not a huge swim bait guy, but I'll probably pick them up. Dobbin 703, that's a good rod. Dobbin 703 spinning rod and a free Maverick spinning reel. Sports show still have not gone fishing with it yet. What's going on, Daniel? Tell us all about it, man. What'd you catch? How many? Dizzle, that 940 was a daily blade I used and sadly abused it every day. Do you sharpen your own just like a whetstone or more like? No, I haven't sharpened. That's one thing I have not done yet. I have not sharpened any of them. And I'm debating if I want to do it or take it somewhere to get it done. I don't know. I know with what Benchmades, can't you send them in? Don't they sharpen them and you just pay shipping, something like that, or is that Spyderco? I thought somebody did that, but I'm debating if I want to do it. I don't know. I do have a couple of them that could probably use to be sharpened. My Para 3 I use pretty often. That one probably needs to be sharpened. That's Maximum Steel, and I heard that could be pretty tricky to sharpen. I got a few little something about that steel. I'm sure you know that too. That if you don't keep it like lubed, it will like start to rust and all that. I got a few little spots on there. I bought some polish to get those out. But yeah, I need to probably get that one sharpened. Mike Senior finally made it. You're the man. It's already 47. We already been doing this 47 minutes. Where'd the time go? Randy Sally. Man, all this talk about knives, and I'm an OG with my 30-year-old buck 110. Hey, nothing wrong with a 110, man. My crank and worm Texas rig, Carolina rig, top water jerkbait rattle trap rod is the same Sport Z. It's spinning for the line stuff. That's Sport Z. That's a good reel. Dizzle, are you not a Shimano guy, dude? I got a ton of Shimanos. I'm a Shimano. I'm a Shimano fan, but it seems like when I'm reaching for one though, it seems like I always reach for the Daiwa, but I'm definitely a Shimano guy. The Metanium was my favorite reel before I really started using the Zillion. Well, I got all the DCs, and I got a lot of different Shimanos. Seems like with Shimanos though, it seems like this may sound stupid. It seems like it's a more sensitive reel. It's like when I buy Shimanos, the Bantams and all the other ones that I got. It seems like I buy those in a higher speed because I like to work the bottoms with those reels. And it seems like all the Daiwas I usually get in 6 speeds because I like to use all those for all reaction baits. So it's probably why I talk more about the Daiwas because that's just how I like to fish. I use the Shimanos, but I'd much rather throw reaction baits. Nothing huge, but a few 2 or a little over. Ain't bad. The Zillion is fire. 100%. Really love my quantum cavity smoke for crank. Jerkbait top orders perform extremely well and cast very well in windy conditions. That's all that matters, man. Yeah, the Zillion that's a tough one to beat. And it's so compact too. It's it fits really well in the hand. I think Dizzle has the most followers on YouTube out of all people who have never posted a video. Yeah. I agree, man. Zillion is. It's amazing. Dizzle says, let's not talk about the channel. It's out there with 310 subs. I haven't posted it yet. I gotta not be a dummy and figure out the editing software. There you go. Favorite crankbait of all time. You guys are gonna laugh at this with all the different crankbaits out there and all the ones that I have. The Square A, the $4 to $5 crankbait. I probably caught more bass and more bigger bass on that crankbait than any other one. If I had to only pick one, it'd probably be that one. Square A or KVD 1.5. And I love trying all sorts of different ones, but it's like those two are my confidence. You know, I just, those they just catch them flat out. They just catch them. And I don't know what the deal is with that Square A, why it's so good. It's got a great little one knocker sound to it. It's good crank. Tell you what, I broke off 4 of them, believe it or not. I don't know if you guys seen that picture I posted today on Facebook and Instagram, but that was the 5th one I think I tied on that day. That I got that one back with a lure retriever. That's why the hooks were all mangled on it. But the other 4 couldn't get back. Broke 4 of them off, which sucked. I think what happens fishing that chunk rock, I think what happens is the bait probably goes under them because I'm down there on the bottom with the lure retriever, but you can't get it between the rocks. So I think that's what happened. The bait kind of hunts, goes under the rock, then it's up in there, and there's just no getting it out. But yeah, probably a Square A. And I've talked to LureNet and Bomber again, and there is hope. There's hope Tennessee Shad could be coming back out. It might be a special run. So the deal's going to be is how fast it sells out. If it sells out fast, I think it's going to be a production run again. So between me and all of you guys, we gotta make sure that color sells out fast. You guys get what you can get. I'll buy the rest. Okay, but we gotta make sure that it sells out fast so they continue to make that color. I don't know why it was ever taken away. I mean, it's a killer color. And really, that's probably when I started going more to the KVD 1.5 for gizzard shad because Tennessee shad was discontinued. Favorite crank toss up between a Bandit or a DT? Like Bandit, well, I guess it's a DT4. Love the Bandit 100s. I don't throw the 200 or 300. DT6 is probably my favorite, but I don't toss them all year. DT4 I toss a lot. Probably though, Bandit I probably toss more. I'm saying Bandit. Bandit 100. Bandit 100. What's going on, JP? Fishing is pretty terrible. I've only caught 9 fish. 9 fish. That's it this year. 7 from the ponds. 2 from my crush liner. I'm just not getting the time out there that I need to get out there. Like I said earlier, my last couple of days off, it was blowing like 30, 40, 50 mile an hour. I ain't going out there in that. And then I could get out there again this Friday. 90% chance of rain. I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there in that. Then I'm back to work. It's like all my days off. And then the grass is like a foot tall. So then, you got to have grass cutting time. I'm just not getting enough time out there. I do like the Little Johns. Dizzle says, good Lord, I just looked up at the TV with the stream on. That's a lot of hooks. Honestly, I've seen local bait shops with less. Oh, Mustad, they take care of me. Joseph Keller, I mean, it's here. The contracts that I have are for the FedEx terminals that are here. So, I mean, I probably could take it with me. I would lose everything that I have here. I'd have to get them down there, but there's no telling. I mean, those the FedEx counts that are down there or whatever are probably already taken, But heck, we've been washing FedEx since it was RPS. Some of you guys probably don't even know that. Before FedEx, it was Roadway Packaging Systems. And like I said, we've been washing them for like 40 years. And, but yeah, I just, And I told my wife too, if I finally get to move to Branson, I'm done washing trucks. I'm not, we figured this out before. I think it was close to like 700,000 trucks that I've washed, and I don't want to wash anymore. If I move to Branson, I'm done. I'm doing YouTube and I'm done. So yeah, I realize. So I really can't move it. My contracts I have are here. So, but that's why I said both my sons can stay here and I'll move to Branson. Yep, that's the plan. A little Airbnb. Move to Tennessee. Business is booming and you can fish year round. That would be nice. That would be really nice. Yep. You know what? I guess we can get the giveaway running. Oh, sorry, hit the mic there. I got 6 packs of Biospawn, and I got a 10,000 fish headhunter for somebody. I guess we can get the giveaway going here in a minute. I'm sure we're about caught up with comments here. Get a Work Sharp. Is that a blade sharpener? Work Sharp. I'll have to look into that. You know what you could do if you have one? You can make a video on how to use it and put it on your channel. Oh, it's Spyderco that'll do it. That's cool. Yeah, I'd rather have it done like professionally. My little work knives, I'll just run them over a stone or just a little. I got a little sharpener from Cuda that I'll run it through. But my nicer knives, I'd rather have done right. Mike Senior, I'm sick of this Midwest weather. Mother Nature is playing. No kidding. No kidding. That's a joke. But I don't believe, like I said, with temps being 61, 64, and it being hot and cold so much. I mean, and from what I can see on the tails, the few that I've caught, I don't believe they're locked on yet. They're definitely thinking about it. They've been up there. They've been playing around a little bit, but I don't think it's like full blown spawn yet. So I don't really think we've missed a ton yet. Daryl, man, you better get on it. Well, like I said, depending on where you're at, you may not be missing a whole lot. I learned to sharpen from a young age. I usually use a flat diamond stone to sharpen most of my knives. Work Sharp has a precision sharpener that goes from 15 to 30-degree angle, grit of 200 to 800, and a leather strop. Puts a minor edge on it. It just busted out and sharpens stuff for fun. Cool, man. Maybe I'll send you my knives. Okay, looks like you guys are talking to yourselves here. What's Dizzle say? The Bandit was the first crank I searched for, then the 1.5, then the DTs or 6. I have the few Debo cranks, but I can't bring myself to use them. They were special. You got to get Debo to sign them, hang them on the wall. Andy, do you still like your ultimate? Oh yeah, for sure. The Supreme Muck boards, 100%. Yep. If I get another boat, they'll be on there. I'll absolutely love them. I mean, it really is. It's a breeze loading and unloading with those boards. I need to make a new video too. Some guys want to know um, how to drive the boat on and off the trailer. I need to make an updated video as well. I did one on using a rope, but you can also pull it off and on very easy as well. But the depth of the trailer definitely plays a big role in that. So that's kind of what I want to focus on in that video. With all this wind, I don't believe I'll be doing it right now. Carol, you were driving, made it home safe. There we go. Dizzle says, if I'm drawn for the giveaway, I'm passing it on. Okay, well, I'll tell you, let's get it going. Let's see here. I always forget how to do this. Present, that's right. Share screen. All right, all you have to do is put pound or hashtag wind, WIND, and you're entered. Start collecting comments now. Nancy, my God, I can't believe I'm late, then had to wait on commercials. Yeah, that happens. I'm not legally allowed to sharpen knives anymore. Are they what, too sharp? All right, we're getting some entries here. Big shout out to Carl's for sponsoring the stream. I'm sure you guys seen the code down there at the bottom. TJ10, $10 off orders, $25 or more. New members only. You can always sign up, free 30-day trial, cancel if you don't like it within the 30 days, and it won't cost you nothing. And you got to use the code and save a few bucks on your orders. I get a lot of entries. I already got, what, 50 entries in here? That's cool. Yeah, I don't try to load them up with too many commercials. This, I mean, I don't put any extras in there. It's whatever YouTube puts in there. But it don't matter. Like my wife's channel, she's got, what, 7 or 8 videos on there, and she's not monetized. But YouTube still puts commercials on there, so it doesn't matter if you want them on there or not. YouTube's putting them on there, so it's what they do. We only got, what, 51 entries? That's it. We got 6 packs of baits. I'll wait, what, another minute. 6 packs of Biospawn. We got some Exo Swims, Plasma Tail, Vile Craw, Exo Pods, and the Headhunter. Man, I'd like to get a wicked sharp system, but I don't think I could spend that much unless I am doing it for money. No kidding, $1,100. I guess really that ain't too bad, depending on your collection. You know, some of these guys that I've seen, their collection's like ginormous. Probably got hundreds of thousands of dollars in knives. So I guess in that case, a $1,100 sharpener wouldn't be too bad because you're sharpening some expensive steel, a lot of it. But yeah, just for a little collection that I got, yeah, that'd be a little bit too much for me. I think I'll send them in and have Spyderco do it for free. That's where I'm at with it. No, she didn't give up on it. You know, we got a garden right now. We got, I don't know, 20, 30 plants in it. I guess half of them are probably dead, though, from the wind. But, you know, she just had too much on her plate. She does all the edits for this channel, a lot of the emails. She runs the wash business, does all the paperwork for that. She's a medical paralegal on her own and trying to have time to run her channel as well. There wasn't enough time to do it, so it did not happen. Kingdom Culture Gardens, though, that's her. If anybody wants to go over there, she got like 7 or 8 videos over there. It looks like you guys are done. We got 62 entries here. Oh, your collection's in the thousands. Where'd that go? In the thousands. I've had a problem for a while. Tia, do you think iCast will be any better this year now that the whole vid deal is kind of not a big deal and companies can actually operate? Oh, COVID. Do you think iCast will be better? I mean, I've never been to iCast. I mean, I'd imagine it probably would be. Might be a pretty good turnout if there's no more restrictions and all that. If that's what you mean, I'd imagine would be pretty good. I thought they had one heck of a turnout for the Classic, didn't they? Like 1 in a million. So you're telling me there's a chance. All right, let's get this done. Giveaway tool. Here we go. And the winner is Crappie Kev. Crappie Kev. All right, stop sharing. Crappie Kev, where you at, man? That's a good question there. Do you think the ICAST type conventions will keep going? I'd imagine it's pretty dang expensive, you know, for ICAST, you would think. You know, I don't know. You think with all for as big as social media is, you would think that they could just do all that online. You know what I mean? You never know. One day it may not be a thing anymore. You would think that a lot of these companies would get their key guys, make some videos, and I mean, I know it's for a lot of the buyers and stuff too, but still, they can still watch the videos versus the cost of iCast. All right, we're out. Where's Copy? Oh, I forgot. Crappy Kev, where you at, man? There he is. Whoops. Crappy Kev, there you are, man. All right, hit me up. Email. I think you may have won before. Hit me up. Email, Instagram, or on Facebook. And I should be able to get that shipped out tomorrow. If not tomorrow, we will do it on Friday. And guys, what'd you say, Dizzle? I only ask because I see few YouTubers talking about those going away. Really? Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Maybe that'll be like a chat for myself, you, Debo, and Hank. We need to set that up over on maybe on your channel. What do you think, dude? All right, guys, I'm out. I'm hungry. Got to eat some dinner. Love you guys. I truly appreciate you guys hanging with me on a Tuesday evening. We do these every other Tuesday. So if you guys enjoyed it, hopefully I'll see you guys next time. And I don't have a video as of right now for tomorrow, but I might shoot one tonight or tomorrow morning. So keep a lookout for that. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. And we will see you guys on the next one. And I just seen your comment there. All right, buddy. I'll be looking for the email and I'll get that out to you this week. I'm out. Love you guys. Have a good one.